We're with Jon Owen and Ellie Rising from the SPU cross country team. Jon and Ellie and the rest of the Falcons getting ready for Saturday's PLU Invitational down in Tacoma. Jon, you finally get your first full season of cross country. It's been a while coming. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, I redshirted my freshman year, just because I wasn't quite ready then, and then also we had a good group of guys coming in that year, and then also having COVID last year, so it's been about 3 years since I've done cross country in high school, and so I'm doing really well this year, I think, and I'm really excited for the upcoming rest of the season.
Was there any rust, such as it were, to shake off to kind of get back into a cross country groove?
I thought there would be, but after about a mile into the first race, I realized it was exactly like it was in high school, and it was not that different.
All right. And Ellie, you're obviously a fine 800-meter runner, won the GNAC title last spring. How do you adjust to the longer distance of cross country? Just talk about that, the transition a little bit.
It's definitely kind of a difficult transition sometimes for me. In high school it was the same way, but it kind of comes down to summer training. I think that if I put in the time then, it definitely helps when the season comes around. So just, it's less speed stuff, more tempo stuff, which has always been a struggle for me, but just putting the time in the summer definitely helps.
Okay. And how did your summer training go? Did you feel that went the way you wanted it to go for cross country?
Yeah, summer training went really well this year. I've had years in the past that it was definitely more of a struggle, so I have a feeling this year is going to be better than previous cross country seasons.
Right. And Jon, how about you? How did your summer training go, and what are your goals heading into the fall as we're getting into it now?
My summer training went pretty well. I was up here for about half of the summer and then went home to Florida to visit my family, so it was definitely a warm summer. And then going into the fall, I'm just hoping that just every athlete's dream, just stay healthy the whole way, keep improving the whole time, and then that's pretty much all you could ask for. Everything else will just come through practice.
Okay. And what got you from Florida all the way up to Seattle? That's about as far as you can go.
Well, I grew up out here. My dad was stationed in Fort Lewis,
okay,
and so I spent about 4 years here and then another 4 years down in Oregon. So I've always wanted to get back out west.
Right. And Elliot, how about your goals for the fall heading into it? Is this something that you use to really get ready for track coming up?
Cross country for me is really about building mental toughness, because I know it's not necessarily going to go the way that track season goes for me with the shorter distances. It's definitely more of a struggle for me at the longer distances, but yeah, just the mental toughness side is what I think I benefit from the most in cross country.
All right. And the fact that we're racing in the fall, we didn't get to do that last year. Now, how does it feel this kind of be sort of normal again? Ellie, how about for you?
Yeah, it's been a year, a little more than a year, almost 2 years since we've had a normal cross country season. And it's definitely something that I've missed, even though it is a tough thing for me to do. I definitely have missed it.
And Jon, how about you? You feeling kind of normal again now that we're kind of back in school and back into the groove?
Yeah, I mean, having 2 seasons worth of track in between and then not having any cross country, I think it's definitely a different groove. But I definitely like the groove that we're getting into, and then having school also. It really helps you fit into a good schedule of having school at this time and then doing homework at different times and running.
All right. Well, thanks very much and good luck this weekend in Tacoma.
Thank you.
All right.